I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot. El Nino de Oro. Jorge. El Nino de Oro.
This back.
Well, I hope you brought your skis. Here we go for round one. Stiff jab. A perfect counter shot. Nice job getting that punch through. Nice counter punch right up the middle. It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning or air con, as you say in the UK.
Oh, this is something you can never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it. Watch when the rounds roll off.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That time counter shot. He got out of the way of that right hook. Catch and shoot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think it's going to be a tougher fight,
and there's the bell for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Right, just misses. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting the counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, every switch.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Counter shot. Do you believe what we're seeing? Nice counter shot. These punches coming from every angle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round.
Let's go out there and get your boxing match.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
counter-punching. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fight has a real good flow to it. Beautiful counter shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Punch, counter punch.
That's just going through to me. What the fuck? They keep hitting me through blocks.
Missed him with that uppercut.
Shit, man.
Straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. Just missed that jab. That counter shot lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this thing. Well, he is in big trouble here.
We're switching.
Back at it in round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until you sense of the comeback.
Good counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pot areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Do you believe what we are seeing? They exchange punches. Jab misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in. There's the bell to start round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain overboard.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in. There's the bell to start round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Well,
punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. The perfect counter lands. And he scores with the counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the score.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you get it.
Let's start the sixth. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him up. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not clear. Be sharp.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
He threw a punch and just got countered. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Big shots for both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above this, so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Missing with the left uppercut. Exchange here from both men. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do different?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
You're way better than that.
And there's the bell for round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Tried to score with a jab. Bombs away. Beautiful counter punch. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of defense here at all. close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that one. There's the bell to start round 8. That round was complete domination. Let's see if that will do it. They want no more. And that is that. They surrender.
Niggas not fucking with cash. Trust me. Niggas want to chill, live, and get money with cash. Stretch your shit. Like that.
Who could forget when Tyson Fury fought Francis Ngannou right here at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Here comes Riddick, Big Daddy Bo, the 1988 the Gypsy.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the 2-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Big Daddy Riddick Bowe. Fighting out of the blue corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
What a venue, what a fight, what action.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Good right hook. Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He's willing to go where the other fighter won't. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You see the nerves on the fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. Counter punching. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Jab slightly off target. That counter shot lands. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. That counter punch, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. talk about Bo in that last round.
Big, deep breaths.
Here we go. It's round 2. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not to the sense of the comeback.
Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
So much firepower here. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. Well done with that counter shot. Oh, that punch. Away. And he scores with the counter. Throws the jab but does not score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity. There's the bell to start round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he did catch him. He called him clean. Clean as a whistle. He threw a punch and just got countered. Shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Trying to land that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Counter punch. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Caution being thrown to the wind. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Bo in that last round. Well, we're entering desperate. Here we go to the 4th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
They're both trying for a knockout. It's all offense all the time. There's a counter shot. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice counter shot. He just misses with that jab. Nice slip to avoid the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. On to the fifth we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's being hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
A perfect counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. Then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the dangerous one.
It's all offense all the time. These two fighters are made for one another. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. How about that time counter shot? Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Bo in that last round. Let's start the sixth. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice Nice counter. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. That belt. Here comes round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the sense of the comeback.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Carl, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
They exchange punches. The charts action from both of these fighters. Perfect counter lands. That hook won't score. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
His stamina is off the charts. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, we got to smart times. You know, we didn't think we got to stick to it. We got to go up.
And style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and hot until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
That's what it is.
Swing and a miss with that hook.
Yeah. It's like
Counter punch.
bad songs. It might get rough with you, but it's just got some references.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we can find out.
Stay here, we gotta go up. Just challenging moments that, you know, I got the whole history I can reflect on.
Yeah.
Just the moments that I felt questionable, just like, do it. Yeah. We got through all of it. So
Holding nothing back here. Down goes Fury.
it survived.
Let's watch this again.
It's like
He
a
set it
sailor.
up perfectly and knocked him down.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. Total change of styles to make sure.
Just.
Yeah, that hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game to say what I can key in combination. Keep it going, high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band on mine and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. Nigga love you when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all that hating that they do it, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the scores. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubting me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating out, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Hurt the birds in the trees, telling me get is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it to believe. Bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the scores. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reround. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all that hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Motivation, all this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation.
I'm a wrestler, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm a wrestler, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. It's the prize I vision, nature of the beast. No collision in the cage. When you visit, get the leave in the distance and the secret. Set your expectations. Hope you made your reservations. Till I land and you face it. What you tasting? Advertise and display it. Know the heart that you made it. It's an art when I draw, you should save it. Download it on your playlist. Really hoping that you lose. I'm really hoping that you choose. That I'm teaching like it's school. That I'm really I'm a fighter. I am everything.
times.